like I'm on the brink of something beautiful, or maybe terrible. I know I shouldn't ask you to be open with me when I have my secrets that I tend to keep safely under lock and key. I'm hypocritical, but at least I know we could be beautiful, or maybe terrible. Only one way to know. Only one way to know. Is this a yes or a no? Which way will it go? Only one way to know. Only one way to know.
Hey there, gang. Welcome back to the Tavern, and welcome back to ABHAILE. We're a group of goofy goobers just sitting around, dreaming big dreams and sharing bigger stories. Tonight we are back with the Disinherited on the precipice of a fateful encounter within the estate of one Lord Dante Valemore. But before we get into that, let's do a little cha-cha slide to the left and maybe even a slide to the right as we crisscross for a second to talk about our sponsor for the evening, who is us. So if you're looking for some sweet tavern swag or ABHAILE merch, head on over to You Begin in a gift shop today to pick up some swanky, sweet merch to support your favorite Silly Sallies. But a lot of stuff's happening pretty quickly the last time we left off, guys. You all made your way south of Marglin. Some of you riding horses borrowed from the Northgate stables with a contact made from your buddy Finlow, and some of you traveling in style aboard the Lighthouse, his wandering tavern wagon, belonging again to your cleric Finlow. Arriving at the estate in a traffic jam, you all learned that the just deserters have in fact also made an appearance on this auspicious evening, apparently working protection details for a figure or figures that Tome recognized, or at least thought he did. Something there in those, well, that one piercing eyeball reminded you of a darker time when your world burnt. So hey, like I said, a lot of things are going to be going on in this moment. Tome, you are heading across the room towards this fellow. Adran and
now.
Hunter, I think. Real quick, I'm just trying to make sure everybody's where they should be. So Adran and Hunter, I think you guys were, if I'm not mistaken, you were in the mingling with the crowd, casing the place a little bit.
That's correct.
And Melee and
I was trying to track that one maid girl.
Yes, and in Melee and Cal, you guys were talking with a couple of the deserters, Rice and Elias, before Elias left to find something potable to drink. Apart from them and you all, and them being the deserters, there's about 30 other people in this room right now. Some of them appear to be noblemen and women, some of them are guards, some of them are servants, and all of them are starting to like break off into little groups and wander off here and there. But there are still quite a few people in this main room right now. Tome, we'll catch you in a second. I want to.
Hopefully, I take as long as you need. I need to think about this really hard.
I figured. Let's slide over to Adran, who has been trying to keep track of one specific maid who has been a little odd in the party.
Yeah, she looks a bit out of place. Her posture is a bit not quite what a servant would be. She's a bit more relaxed, like she's looking around like she's doing something, right?
Yes, big time. And that'll give me a time to pull up. I don't remember where I put it. I've got 2 campaigns now with NPCs in them. Not the best situation. There we go. I found her. So, Adran, as you're kind of looking around the crowd, go ahead and make me a perception check as you kind of like fall into step and get into that comfortable
My fingers are cold.
space.
23.
23. Hell yeah.
You know, Kat, you can light one of those candles.
I totally forgot I had unmuted my mic. I thought I was still on mute.
It'll keep you warm for a while.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Kat.
I just said my fingers.
Monday night, I was so damn cold sitting here playing D&D. I was playing with gloves on.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Mine's just because I have poor circulation and I've
Me
been
too.
eating.
Me too.
So
Yeah.
Hey, look, speed gloves.
But yeah, Adran, as you
Let me close my wife.
as
Hey,
you
I didn't hear you.
If you can see through my filthy camera.
Oh, cute! Wow, those are super cute. Oh,
Yeah,
I think I remember her posting photos of those.
Yeah, she is incredible.
Those are
Yeah.
adorable.
Hell
Mm.
yeah. But yeah, the maid in question that you're looking for, Adran, you do eye her. It takes a second because every time you see her, she's like at a different location in the room. She's one moment over by the curtains and the back windows with a tray of drinks, offering them to guests. The next minute, she's offering hors d'oeuvres, different part of the room. She's either got the best reviews on her like temping website, or she's like something. And
Well, she's not filling a specific role. She's kind of bouncing around. Like she's definitely trying to blend in, but it's something's off. Oh my god.
And you are a with this one, you're a +2. Roll me an insight check, Adran.
Insight, wisdom, 2, 9.
9. She is definitely looking for some. She's not looking for someone. You can tell that she has got a target right now. You don't necessarily know what that means, but you know that she looks like she's just mingling. She's just working the crowd. But there is an intentionality to her movements that tells you that she is trying to get to somebody. I'll say from at this specific moment where you're clocking her, with that insight check, it's hard to tell if the target of her interest is Tome or Calandra, but it's one of the two of them. Likely. I'd say likely. There's probably 5 other people in that line of sight. Nobody else that matters in that line of sight.
Okay.
And you've got a moment to do something if you want to do something. As we're trying to get caught up to the moment that Tome took off across the room, kind of.
Oh, I'm not going. I would also like to say just before, like, I'm not going particularly fast. I'm like Terminator walking real slow.
Yeah. So
got
the way I feel like that happened is that is here, and we're all going there now to catch up.
Yeah. That's
Gotcha. So so I can probably tell that she's trying to clock somebody. Cal can probably handle herself more physically if something happens. So I'm gonna walk across the room. I'm gonna kind of take Tome by the arm and kind of go over by the wall where there's more nerves. Like, hey.
I'm at the very instant you touch me, I'm going to.
What's up?
I'm going to attempt to shove you away.
Okay.
Like he is not seeing anything but that one dude across the room.
Well, okay, so let's hold off on that for right now, because the moment we do that, we're getting into a point where stuff is going to start happening that we cannot take back.
Yeah.
So let's hold off on that.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Sounds good to me.
So, before that moment happens, Cal, will come to you here in just a second. Melee Hunter or Finn, are you guys doing anything in this moment? leading up to this?
I realized my mic was off. Can I roll an insight check on Tome?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Go for it, brother.
Oh, that's my question.
Unnatural 20.
Hell yeah. I will give you something, and then I will let Tome give you something.
Sure.
Tome, also, you are cool to roll a deception if you would like.
Nope. I am not even attempting to hide my my emotions whatsoever.
And what I'll give you, Hunter, is you are looking at a you're looking at a forest cat that has been backed into a place that it can't get out of right now. You're looking at something primal and explosive is fixing to bubble to the surface of that robot friend of yours. And now, Tome, anything you would like to add?
Building on that, Tome is not very... It's hard to read the guy when he doesn't really have a normal person face. But even without making much of an expression, you can tell that he is... The word furious doesn't quite cover it. He is enraged. He is so enraged, in fact, that will say with that insight check, DM, if I'm allowed to take a small liberty, you notice that he attempts to sign something, possibly an incantation, but his hands are shaking so furiously that he cannot even attempt to form the complex somatic motions needed to cast magic. And you also notice that he's looking slightly back towards his sword. That's
in
like
this moment.
Are your eyes doing the
blindingly
red Terminator thing?
What's up?
Are your eyes doing the red Terminator glow?
Yep. Yep. Shifting from
I'm
purple
gonna
to
use Rage
red.
Hand to reach out and try and grab that sword before he
No,
can.
no, you can't. Hold on a second, Rich. So, Hunter, go ahead. Finish your...
Hunter is gonna have a moment. Hunter is just like, oh right, I've never used this before. Tome use this. Let's see if I can do it myself. He kind of like puts his finger up to his forehead and goes to cast a message at Tome. It's like, okay, I don't think I've never done this before, so let's see if this works.
Okay.
Don't do this, man. Not here, not now. You're gonna get yourself into a problem you'll regret here. Not here, not now.
Not here, not now. And we will come back to that message coming into your head in just a moment, Tome. Finn, yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but I just was, we're kind of in a wibbly
No, I
space.
completely forgot Will had something to say after that. I apologize. If I can, I am going to how far is he from me?
Well, so the concept or the contents of that insight check were not a open discovery for the group. So,
well, no, I was just wondering how far away is he from me?
Tome right now is so you are, if I can zoom in on this space for you guys. So you are kind of off towards this wall. There is a bar set up over here. And Tome is towards the middle of the room, heading south. So maybe 15, 20
From
feet?
my viewpoint, can I see where he is going and where he's heading? Is it pretty obvious to tell that he's heading straight for this guy?
Make me a perception check, Mr. Finn.
Absolutely.
Okay, I feel a lot better about my odds now. Okay.
16, DM.
16. Okay. 16. You definitely can see him walking that way. There are probably You can roll an insight check as well on top of this, Finn, to see if you can get any further information about his target, because he's walking to a clump of like 5 people right now. With an 11, he is walking directly towards the giant, the half-giant lineaged Just Deserter, the female Just Deserter, and another figure that you do not recognize. You can tell that it's one of those 3 that he's walking towards. He is facing away from you, so it's hard to tell what Tome's mental state is right now, but he is definitely... I'll say with an 11, you are able to pick up that other people are picking up Tome and showing various levels of concern.
I am going to, as subtly as possible, try to cast Minor Illusion in front of Tome, giving the illusion that those 3 people are closer to him, hopefully getting him to stop and maybe not interact directly with them. You know what I mean? Maybe that would hopefully slow him down. At least give him the impression that he's up on them rather than... You know what I mean?
Yeah. Roll me a real quick, just to see how subtly we can do this. Roll me a sleight of hand check to get this done under the... Oh, damn, hon.
18.
Damn. Hell yeah. Yeah, you quickly under the bar. You're a short fella. You're just... Sleight of hand is just standing for you right now. You make your incantation, and it sets into place, and we will cut again to that here in just one moment. Melee, is there anything that you and Cal are doing in this moment leading up to this?
Was Elias the one who went to the bar, or was that the other person?
Yes, the one with the crossbow. He had made introductions and saw a bar and was like, "I'm gonna go do that now."
Is he like still there?
He's probably 5 going on 10 feet away from you guys, walking away at this moment.
Sorry, what was this other person's name from the Just Dessert?
The other one is Rice. Reese. Reese. Not Rice. Rice is a food. Reese is a name.
Rice is a name from Beethoven.
Yeah, I guess she's gonna turn to him and loudly say, like with a stage voice, well, Reese, I don't care how soft they were. You can't call it a relationship if the sheep didn't even know your name. And then try to walk away from him.
I dig it. Roll me a deception check.
Okay.
With advantage. With advantage. That's fucking awesome.
That's so great.
21.
Can Basil give the help action?
Basil can by summoning Basil.
No, not that.
Not now! No!
Okay,
He's gonna follow you everywhere.
Fuck, he is.
Only now do you know the depths of my despair.
Someone text me.
Am I? What on earth was I not here for?
Oh no.
We'll talk about it.
We'll
talk about it.
Have this running gag that I'm gonna use Basil to break the 4th wall and kill Jacob in this campaign as well. I will edit that out. But anywho, so yeah, you say that, Melee, and there is just a flurry of gasps that ring out across the room as every head snaps in that direction except for Tome, Adran, Hunter, Finn, Cal, and the Just Deserters. In that moment, Adran notices one other person whose eyes do not immediately go in shock to the sight of this outburst. Instead, you follow the maid. And the maid makes her way past Cal. And Cal, as she makes her way past you, she gives you the slightest nudge with her elbow in the side. And she says, in your head, we gotta get a fucking handle on that one right now. And right now, we come to a moment. And just before that moment, I'm gonna send a message to Cal real quick. If I can figure out how to do that. One second. Because some things are awesome and some things are cool when you guys don't know about them.
Yep. Sorry, just preparing myself. You know what?
I don't remember how. Wait, yeah, I do. I've got her freaking character sheet up. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry about this.
Practicing this all week.
This is one of those whisper moments. You just got whispered. Anywho,
You've got mail.
at this moment, Tome,
Yes.
the crowd parts like in those fabled tales that you never got to hear as a child. An ocean opening to allow a path forward. And that path forward leads you to a man. He stands taller than 6 foot tall, broad shoulders, one piercing blue eye, staring forward across a battle-hardened face with a long scar vivisecting his bad eye that is covered with an eye patch, a leather-worn but resplendent tricorn hat with a feather jutting out the top sits over his brow, and he meets your eye. Well, he meets your eyes with his eye. It's like is he a cyclops? That's where you get into the complicated territory. But you know, what's a cyclops?
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
I mean, right, as a one-eyed guy that's
Depends on how
strong,
chaotic you are.
you know, like, it's weird.
Depends on your alignment.
Right.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? See, these are the answers.
Yes, and I will die on the hill.
Actually,
No, it's not. And I will die that it's not.
so
Gosh.
it has to be from Greece if it's a cyclops. If it's from anywhere else, it's a sparkling hill giant.
Fair enough. I'm not going to lie to you, though. When you said it has to be from Greece, I was just wondering why the Cyclops had to wear leather and be doing show tunes.
I was wondering why you were
because they
thinking
go
that John McClane had to be from Greece.
It's because they go together like whamma lama lama shalinga shalinga dong. I don't remember the lyrics.
Right?
Ding get on.
Actually, man, that's a freaking... Somebody needs to do the D&D remake of Grease, but it's...
Greece?
It's a yeah, it's a giant cyclops and a fairy princess. That's the... But they're still doing car races, and it's still set in the United States. But anywho, Tome, as you're making eye contact with this individual.
Bardic school dropout.
Would you make me an insight check on this individual? I'll let you roll it with advantage in this moment.
Oh. Alright, I'll just roll again. That came in right as I clicked the button.
I had a feeling.
7. I don't really care.
You don't really care, and in this moment, you don't really care, and that's enough. You see what you know to be the reason your world ended. You know it without a doubt. It is so strongly convicted inside of your soul, even. You want to call it a soul, you have to call it a soul in this moment, because that feeling is so strong. And in that moment, you can't see Adran, you can't see Hunter, you can't see Finn, you can't see Cal and Melee, you can't see the deserters, you can't see the party guests all around you. It is just you in darkness, and him in darkness, in a tower on the cliffside burning. And that conviction is so strong that your creator could be here in this moment telling you that it's not true and you wouldn't believe her. It's moments like this where it's easy to see how a candle can be snuffed out so easily. Just with emotion. But cutting through like a bell in the night, you hear Hunter's words. And Hunter, one more time if you wouldn't mind, sir, those words.
Look, man, not here, not now. I understand this man must have done something, but this is real public, and don't make a decision that you're going to regret or that's going to get us in some real deep trouble.
As you're taking these steps, you have the moment to respond.
You understand not what you speak. This man, this monster, he took everything from me. Everything that I loved. And I will not be able to sleep peacefully on this same world as him.
And you think I don't know that? You don't think I'm not one of the people, the only goddamn people in this party who might know that? You think that shadow demon who cursed me like this all these years ago, if he was here right now, I would rip out his throat with my own teeth? Not here. Not now. Wait for him in public. Wait for him in private. Then we can get rid of him and put him down like the dog he is.
And in that exact moment, in front of you, Tome materializes in a brief shimmer of mint green energy and in a silent, tiny little pop. 3 figures standing. The individual you were targeting, Tome, as well as the 2 deserters that were behind him. He's suddenly right in front of you. Roll me an intelligence check, Tome.
Yeah. 21.
21? Yeah. You are fairly confident that this is some illusion magic conjured by your friend, Finlow, who is trying to generate a disturbance and a distraction for you. And in this exact moment, I have to roll a dice real quick. Hold on 1 second, guys. Rolled pretty darn okay. So, in this exact moment, I rolled pretty darn okay, but I didn't roll great. So let me tell you guys what's happening on a macro perspective right now in this exact moment, okay? Melee, your outburst, as it were, was able to draw the attention of everyone in the room that doesn't matter, because in these moments they're the ones that matter, because they're the ones that panic, they're the ones that cause a scene. And in this moment, by you causing the scene, Melee, you have averted all of the eyes for that arrival of Finlow's magic to not cause alarm in the space, but it does cause something. It gives you a moment. Tome, it's over to you, sir.
I'm just gonna turn back towards wherever Hunter is. And I'm able to respond one more time with the message, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe because he's had to have recast it too. Yeah.
That man was one of the men responsible for the murder of my mother. He dies tonight. And I'm going to move to unsheath my sword.
As
So
you,
whether or not I
do
actually-
that, as you go to do that, you turn on your pivot on your right leg, as you've seen people do. Your hand finds the hilt. Sorry, I just got to cough and get that out of there because you find your hand finds the
That's
hilt.
fine.
Your right hand finds the hilt, and as you go to withdraw it, a palm, small and delicate, blocks the pommel of your sword hilt, pressed firmly out. But subtly, and as you look up to see who that arm is connected to, it is a female, maybe in her 30s. She's got short-cut, cropped, dark hair, and she's wearing a mage outfit. And she looks at you, dead in your eyes, and says, "Hi there. That's a really cool sword you've got."
Move.
No, and I don't think you should either. And she's just she's just leaning her finger in and tapping you on the nose. Will you make a saving throw for me, Mr.
I assume it's con.
It is con.
Who would have guessed? You kill. Thank God. Okay, con save time. Phew.
Watch you roll
Please
a
fail.
fucking nat 20 on this.
Okay, please tell me a 16 fails. Please tell me it fails.
Hunter,
Please.
as she taps your nose.
That's Tome. Hunter.
Oh my god, I don't know why I have a problem with
All
this.
good. All good. Continue.
So
Continue.
fucking crazy. But anywho,
We're gonna push. Yeah.
She taps your nose, Tome, and it is the strangest sensation you have ever felt in your entire life. Every arcane synapse inside your body falters. It's like an anti-magic field went off and you are locked in place.
He is still struggling with every ounce that he. I know I'm stunned, but he is still with every ounce of his being attempting to wrench that sword free of its sheath.
Hell yeah. So I'm gonna open it up to the rest of you guys. Tome is frozen in place mid sword draw. You guys have a very brief window of time before attentions transfer in this space.
All right, so Adrian's under frozen. So yeah, this one blocking his sword, is she physically there, or is she just a manifestation for Tome?
No, she's physically there. She is.
Is it the maid?
It is the maid.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to approach like I was kind of planning, but instead of taking Tome by the arm, I'm just going to place a hand over his hand that's on the palm of the sword, and I'm just going to kind of lean in. Not now, later. We handle this as a team. Individually, you're going to fail. Let us help you.
I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy, put it outside of the room, make it the sound of a shrill woman screaming at the top of her lungs.
Okay. Roll me a performance with advantage, Finlo.
I think in this moment, with a short period of time here, Hunter's going to try to slink off into the shadows as best as he can to kind of like disappear from eyesight, so he can best kind of just like, you know, get like the advantage in case something happens, in case he needs to duck out of the room completely unseen, so he can do that.
In case he needs to be the only survivor, he's good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What? Hey, am I?
That was an 18.
Okay.
Am I hidden on a 24?
Yes, you are hitting on a 24, and then you said that was a 19?
18.
18, perfect. Really good. Yes, Hunter, as we'll say, as simultaneously as Finlo, as you behind the bar, again hidden so well, snap your fingers, and that shrill voice screams out from down the hallway. People start to file out quickly, trying to figure out what the source of that sound is, and in that chaos, Hunter, you are able to quickly find a nice shadowy alcove and add your own shadows to it.
Can I ready an action?
Absolutely. What do you got?
When I feel enough people are out of the room safely, is there a door?
Yes, there are a set of double doors.
Okay, I will use Thaumaturgy when I feel as many people as possible that are going to get out of this room are safely out. I am going to cause it to slam the door shut and keep people, try and refrain people from coming in.
I gotcha. Hell yeah. Absolutely, that works. God, I love Thaumaturgy. It's such a good
Yeah,
game.
you gave me some really cool ideas to do with it. So this is going to quickly become one of my favorites, I have a feeling. And I think I might take Prestidigitation as well.
Oh yeah.
Get them both.
It's so good. Yes, so you have that readied. It'll take a couple seconds for them to file out, but that is totally cool. In this moment,
in the meantime, do you mind if I do one more thing? Add one more use of Thaumaturgy on top of that.
You can do 3 uses of it in a social situation at a time. So what you got?
Okay, so the first one is going to be the scream that we used. Second one, I want to imitate. Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety, please exit the ballroom. Something like that. Can I have it sound like a guard telling everyone to get out?
Yeah, that you can
absolutely. Or is that too much to say?
No, I'd say that's doable.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's definitely doable. Sorry, I do have, because this is a big house, there is a lot that I have to keep track of, because there are technically people upstairs that are doing stuff as well. So you guys are hearing, footfalls on wood above you guys. A lot of them. Not any panic yet. Aside from that scream, you do hear some footsteps that are heading in the direction of that scream on their floor, trying to see if it was coming from up there. But
typical origin of this.
Yeah. So, Melee and Cal, what are you guys up to in this moment where everybody is starting to like shift their attention, and there is a bunch of stuff going on with Tome?
Oh, Cat, your voice.
Sorry, I gotta get used to that. Cal is gonna take heed of what the maid said, and what did she say? Try to stop him, or
got to do something about it. Yeah.
Do something
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, about
Yeah. Oh boy.
that.
Please
So
stop.
she's gonna find Tome wherever he's walking away, obviously. So how far away is he from
Yeah.
us?
So this isn't gonna be perfect, but give me just a second, and I'm gonna try and kind of
Good.
help you guys out with what I think is going on in here real quick. So give me just a second. Configure this thing. Got to get this grid on here. Change the grid 50. Yes.
Oh boy.
Okay, cool. So this is better at least. This is still not 1-to-1, but this is better. So, nope, that's Finn again. I don't know why that's happening. So Cal, and then...
Finnegan was my father. My name's Finlow.
No, Finnegan needs to be your son.
Finnegan. Oh, yeah.
Finnegan, you see Finnegan's father's name was Finn.
I stepped in again. I stepped out and I stepped in again.
What about Finn before?
Damn. That's
How
God.
about
Finn after?
really Finn?
Finn would make an amazing android in the Star Trek The Next Generation universe, because there's so many sibling names that you could use for that.
Oh my gosh!
You
Yes.
make the evil one Sin.
Oh
Yes.
God!
Oh man. So this is not 1-to-1, but
Please
this is
give Finn an
kind
evil
of
brother.
the layout that I imagine you guys are kind of more or less in. So like obviously like the room is much bigger than this, but like, you know, not much bigger. I mean, it's probably 60 foot from end to end, but so what you thinking, Cal? Oh shit. One second, guys.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. 1 second.
Oh, it's
Sorry.
Discord just died for anyone?
Yeah,
It
it's
just
just-
happened to me. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It
so-
just crapped its pants.
Okay,
I'm not
yeah.
on my computer, so I know it's not the.
Yeah, no, that
Oh, no,
was
it's not me.
fully just Discord having a Discord fit. It did that last time to us as well,
Yeah.
weirdly.
Yeah,
Awesome.
well, my laptop freezing every 5 minutes. I don't think I could tell last time. So
I was
Jake
just...
was moved.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so anywho, if you guys are all back, it's not a 1-to-1, but this is the room. It's probably 60 foot from front to back, so, you know, imagine you, Cal and Maylee, you guys we're in a group over towards that corner. Finn, you're towards that corner. Adran, you're kind of wherever you want to be. Hunter, you're also kind of wherever you wanted to be hidden at. The crowd is going off this direction, past the double doors in the middle of this wall.
Did our friend with the crossbow, did he turn for any of that or join the crowd at all, or what's he been up to?
He is roll me a perception check, Melee, because there is quite a bit of a crowd between you and him, but welcome to
Sure. 15.
15, totally good enough. He is seemingly without care walking towards the bar where Finlow is, just get his drink.
Is there any
poison his drink?
if there's anyone passing by him or near him who's carrying a drink, I'd like to mage hand and make him spill it on him.
Ooh, yeah, roll me, just give me a spell attack.
How do I just do any spell, I guess? I'll
Yeah, just
do,
like you're gonna shoot, like, whatever.
A 21.
Yeah.
Man, I have never seen you roll poorly. You roll every table, or you roll every roll on table, so it's like hard to say.
Hey, it's the confidence, man. High charisma
Yeah,
character.
leprechaun.
one of the servants is like scurrying out with the crowd and a whole tray full of fluted like wine glasses that is like trying to be a good servant and provide the party wherever the party's going. So they're like going with them, and you're just like, nope, and dead.
Tip that up.
Covers him. I'm gonna give him a fair shot. Nope, he's gonna get a natural 9 on the die for his dex save and eat wine.
If I may I throw the garnish for the drinks that he just spilled on himself, that just got spilt on him at him? Like, here's an orange, here's an olive.
So he's on this side of the bar from you, Finn. So I'd say it's probably a little bit difficult where you've been down there to
Trick shot.
use your the cover of it for your. But to wrap up this kind of semi-pseudo turn, as it were, coming back around to the maid that's standing right in front of you, Tome, she is gonna, that same finger that she wrapped on your nose, as she's withdrawing it, she snaps her fingers and casts Calm Emotions on you.
Alright, that's a wisdom save, right?
That is a wisdom save.
Please fail. Tome, for the love of fucking God, if you know it's good for you. God damn it.
Why do you have your
Modified
emotions
20.
on?
Modified 20 still ain't good enough.
Thank God. Thank you, Jesus.
By 1. You almost did.
How strong is this halfling lady?
No, she's not a halfling. She's a normal-sized person, so she's probably...
Oh, okay.
Oh, that explains it.
Probably twice as strong as an average
Apparently
halfling. So that's all that she's doing. So we're gonna go back around. So we'll start with Adran again. In this moment, you've got your hand on the sword pommel. She's fully taken a step back now that the spell's cast and taken place.
Well, I guess everything I do would depend on what Tome does. So,
Okay, valid. So we'll go to Tome. As the spell...
Yeah, I'll go ahead and skip my turn.
We'll come back to you, Adrian, but we'll go to Tome first as this magic takes place. And as this magic takes place, and she takes a step back, I will add to what she does. In this moment, she also looks over her shoulder and darts off into the crowd of screaming people. In this moment, real quick, as a bonus action, she's going to say into your head, Cal, I can get you guys out of here if you need to, but we got to hurry, find me, and that's it.
Quick question. The individual Tome was marching towards, what's his reaction? Has he noticed Tome at all? I mean, he kind of stands up and does.
Good call there. So, kind of as you glance over your shoulder, because if Tome was walking towards them and you're in front of him, so yeah. So as you glance over your shoulder, they are standing exactly where they were. Kind of just watching. He has a slightly amused look on his face, as does the female. The big, giant, half-giant looking guy is just RBF as always. So Tome, you're up, sir.
I'm unflinchingly still staring at this man. But with a more rational head, can I make an intelligence check, DM?
Yeah, go for it.
Just to, just reassess for a moment to think, is... where did it go? Oh, I was using D&D Beyond. Whoopsie. 21.
21.
With the benefit of of over 20, I am going to take my hand away from the sword and just kind of break eye contact with the man and just kind of turn towards who's ever next to me.
Probably me.
I'll turn towards Adran and just kind of look like as if expecting like him to say something.
And at this moment, real quick, sorry, I will get to you just in a second, but as you finish there, the last members of the crowd file out of the room, and those doors, Finn, snap shut. And just as a point of thing, the pirate-looking guy actually at this moment will raise a finger and point at that door, and the big guy is just going to go, got it, and he's just going to walk over there and turn the little lock on it. So Adran, you're up, sir.
Gotcha. Well, I guess not. Yeah, now that Tome is, he's kind of sheathed his sword, he's calming. I'm just going to kind of like gently grab him by the arm, and we're going to walk towards the wall to kind of make a little extra space between us and his quarry.
Yes.
Let's try and regroup with the others. All right. I know there's a lot of hostility involved here, but we're going to need the team for doing this, and we're also here for a reason. Let's not detract from that.
Apologies. It was not my intention to fly off the handle. I was merely attempting to detect those same energies we felt down in the mines. The same wrongness. And it pointed me towards him. And I remembered him. Or at least, I think I did. He was there that night. 5 years ago when I lost everything. I listened for hours inside a tiny little room as men that I did not even know tortured my mother. My body moved without thinking, which is not an experience I am used to.
Oh,
I believe
let's all work together to help you take this bastard down, yeah?
Not now.
Not now.
She is indeed correct. I am still far too weak to take my revenge. I did not even know I wanted to take my revenge. But when I saw that man's face, I believe the expression or emotion that it is you humans feel is unrelenting fury. I believe
Sounds
that's
about what I saw you showing.
Yes.
All right, but for now, let's regroup, let's get back on task, and we can circle back to this when we got everyone together. Okay?
You may.
Sorry, just want to try and
Yeah.
Adran has kind of got Tome talked down with the help of the stranger. We're going to just keep kind of going clockwise around the room. So in this moment, Finn, as this is happening, you're behind the bar right now. You can hear a shape approaching the bar in Elias, who is approaching the bar. But what you doing in this moment? Are you muted, Finn? You're muted, Finn.
Oh, sorry. I said, let's see. I can hear him approaching, but I can't see him, correct?
Yeah, you can't. I mean, you could probably, looking up, you could probably see the top of his head, but at this point,
am going to. I'm up against a wall, right?
I mean, you're just in between the bar and the bar back, you know.
Do I have any place to hide back there? Any place that I can create a... You know what? Got it. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cast Minor Illusion on a box around me up against the wall.
Okay, hell yeah, dude. I dig it.
Alright?
He walks over, puts his arm up on the bar, looks around. So, fucking service is all horrible. And he leans far across, grabs a bottle, and uncorks it with his teeth, and just turns around and watches, but he did not seem to notice you.
Alright. Let's let's see. That is my action. For a bonus action, I'm gonna. Oh, you can't hold a bonus action. I am gonna pretty much stay there for right now. Kind of maybe be like one of the little Call of Duty dudes and kind of poke my head out from the box, see if I can see anything. Maybe the illusion is just the lid open a little bit so I can see through it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a very well-made crate, one that maybe has a hole on the side, like a Futurama hole. But yeah, something like that, just to where, if I can, necessary, jump out and start slinging spells.
Heck yeah. Alrighty. Sounds good. And then we'll go back over to Cal and Melee. Cal, what are you up to?
Cat.
Cal's gonna kind of approach. Just to kind of
Yeah.
slowly, my computer screen. Oh. Game is paused, so I can't move. Never mind.
Oh, no, I got
I'm just
you.
gonna walk up next to
There you go.
Tome,
Okay.
where he's talking with. I'm just kind of. Hey, what you doing?
It is quite No.
Is everything good? Oh,
It is quite fortuitous that woman stepped it in when she did.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That being said, we do not
Yes.
have long before her magic wears off. I suggest we remove myself from this situation. And in the calmest voice possible, he turns to Calandra and says, "Otherwise, I'm going to beat that man to death with my sword. Or at least attempt to."
Okay. Let's.
The most confident okay I've ever heard.
Well, she kind of knows that he's very blunt and honest, and yeah, that's what he's gonna do. So, okay,
Yeah.
sounds
He's not-
good. Let's not do that
I
here.
believe you.
Yeah.
Are you though?
No reason to lie. Oh, man.
I'm gonna kind of. Well, all the doors are closed, aren't they? Dang.
Windows, on the other hand.
Yeah, there aren't
Um,
other exits. Sir.
There are 6 large double height windows across the back wall that lead out towards the backyard, and there are 2 on either side of the large double front entryway. And then there is a
That are still open?
Yeah, they're windows that are present, and then there is a door over
Oh,
here.
windows.
There's a door over here that I think Adran clocked you last time. That led into that mess of butler's pantries and staircases and other stuff that you're not sure exactly what that door led to.
Just get me into a crowd. My magic will do the rest.
A fireball?
No. Not quite yet.
9th level fireball.
Give it 3 loaves.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, if
So,
there's
but
still
there's-
people kind
there's-
of filtering in another room, we can kind of maybe try to
Yeah.
slide them into the crowd.
Yeah, and
That sounds like
Melee, are you up to anything
a
as
good
well?
idea.
No, she'd follow with Callan. Does it seem to the rest of you like a lot of the people left in this room are just deserters?
It would seem so.
You
Yeah.
should.
I kind of noticed that.
At about that moment,
I'm a little worried.
You just hear a box
blonde-
go.
the blonde female just deserter that's kind of got the little bit of a purple highlight going on in her hair, and she's kind of got a couple scars, one an extension of the left side of her mouth, just slightly a scar, and then another one just up below her eye. She steps out, and she is quite... Like, a lot of the Justice Earners are kind of raggedy and, like, they're much like you guys, wearing put-together armors, piecemeal. Abby here has very fine, like, robes, purples and blacks and golds that are really well made. She spent some money on those at some point or another, and she steps forward and she's like, so that was an interesting little thing. Hi. I don't know if he's going to be a problem, but if he's going to be a problem, you can take him somewhere else. But somebody should stay and talk, because our employer here has a proposition for you all.
Very well.
And she's indicating towards the guy that you want to murder, Tome.
I suggest you make things quick. I do not know how long that magic is going to keep me.
Sweetie, you are the furthest thing from a threat to him right now.
I do not care.
Well, shouldn't you, right? Like...
You do not understand. How could you understand?
Guys, I gotta
Hunter?
give you a pro tip. If your mindless muscle is gonna be your mindless muscle, pick somebody that looks like Craven over there and not Twig and Bones here.
Thing I want to say.
What's up?
Completely in the shadows, just has a crossbow bolt locked in, and it's like fully just doing the sniper thing of just aiming on the enemy. And again, I heard that dice rolling. I got 24 on my stealth check.
7. Jesus fucking Christ, what the shit? And she holds her hands up like she's about to cast a spell over. What the shit? Okay, that one's good. Okay, he's good. This one we gotta work on, though. Just hold your shit together and listen to what he's got to say, or take a walk, buddy, okay?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and walk Tome out of the room so he's not here to listen to this guy, but the rest of the team can stick around to hear the proposition.
He'll kind of turn towards Adran and say, I want to hear what he has to say.
All right, play nice.
Very well.
Okay.
Hell yeah. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. And
I was
this,
like, do I have to?
oh
and-
god.
Tome is gonna drop the magical illusion, or Tome. Finn is gonna drop his illusion. Now I'm doing it too, dude. Thank you.
That's funny.
Jake, stop spreading whatever
This is
disease.
This is good. This is good tackle.
Who did it in the last
We're gonna
campaign?
go ahead.
Somebody,
I do not remember.
somebody
It
was
was
always...
still right. You kept messing up Shala and
Yeah,
Scylla.
no, dude.
Yes, Shala and Scylla.
Yes.
Fuck.
Corbin, and then in the other one it was
Corbin. Yeah, that was a good one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
And
sorry.
there was that time everyone kept on confusing Corbin for that asshole over there.
No, that was
And
accurate.
that was,
So, what were you doing, Mr. Finn?
I am dropping the illusion. I'm gonna grab a bottle of hooch, pop it out, and pop a cork and take it out with me. I'm gonna go over to the guy who just took a bottle and said, I'll go ahead and charge you for that later.
Jesus fucking Christ. Abby, there's another one over here. God.
I didn't hear you, man. I'm sorry.
He said,
What'd you
Jesus
say?
Christ, Abby, there's another one over here. He's talking to his partner.
They're everywhere.
He looks at it. He's genuinely surprised. He holds his bottle up and he says, and takes a drink.
Cheers.
Well, the gentleman that is standing behind Abby, he puts his hands in his pocket and walks out from behind her. Thank you, Abigail. I appreciate the kind words. Gosh, darn it if you all aren't interesting, though. Especially you there, my friend. He's looking directly at you, Tome, still.
I glare back at him.
He's got a playful glint in his eye. Like, if there wasn't so many nice folks around here, my little friend, I'd let you off the hook and just see what you can do. I'm just so curious. I'm honestly quite curious about all of you, actually. You seem to be quite impressive. And you also seem to have impressed my friends here, the deserters, co-workers, employees, I don't know. Friends seems like an appropriate term. Anyways, introductions are not necessarily merited, but they are always welcome. My name is Ethan Thorne, and I'm pleased to meet you all. How are you doing tonight?
I'm gonna puff out my chest and look him directly in the eye, and I'm going to say, I am Tome Volarus, son of the great mage Victoria Volarus.
I'm sure you are.
What's this guy's name again?
This guy's name is Ethan Thorne. A-T-H-E-N, and then Thorne is spelled with an E at the end. Because he's thorny.
Aren't we all?
No. So, your potential has earned you an audience, and your clever demonstration of skills in emptying the audience chambers has earned you an opportunity. So if you will have it, I would like to hire you all. I have a little problem that I think you'd be perfect for dealing with. You've got the right amount of subtlety and brashness. Looking at you there, Mr. Robot.
Why would I align myself with someone as despicable as you?
Well, because
Let's
I'm
go to the chase.
despicable.
What do you need?
Sorry, Adrian, what was that? I'm sorry.
Oh, so let's go ahead and cut to the chase. What do you need from us?
Well, oh, sorry. Will the four of you that I mentioned earlier, if you aren't present, so Finlo, Adran, Tome, and Hunter, if you guys wouldn't mind, roll me a history check.
That is a 22.
Dirty 20.
Ooh,
7.
Hunter,
7.
I'm there with you in solidarity, because my people just
Like
beef
Hunter's
that.
just kind of having his
18.
gun trained on them right now. He's not really thinking about that.
Hell yeah. So you all know this, except for Hunter, because I think,
Living in the woods will do that to you.
well, I think for Hunter, it's a, there was a mindset up until very recently, until that mindset was recently upset at the very least. I wouldn't say it's even necessarily gone, where, people are scary. It doesn't matter what people, they're all scary. So it's, that blanket treatment that I think that 7 could be accounted for. The rest of you guys are all pretty well read and well known, and I'm going to tack Melee and Cal on with this from a different angle. You guys know this individual from your political ties. Reputation only, but you're aware of who this is by name. Everyone else you know, because I think when you first come to the Riven Coast and you hear about the pirate cities, it's kind of a fascinating prospect. This type of concord of various free cities that all sail under the banner of Athan Thorn, the pirate lord of the Hidden Coast. You all know that he himself is the lord of the town Whitethorn, which is high on the coast to your all's east. And that is one of many settlements that make up Athan's Lanterns, which are the cities that are a member of the Hidden Concord. I have one of my lanterns that's misbehaving, and I was wondering if you all wouldn't be interested in possibly helping us with this problem. I have this, well, it was once a rival, co-worker, counterpart, cohort, goes by the name of Duclair, and according to Duclair, they go by the name the Gilded Viper as well. They've taken my lantern from me. It's the town of Windermere. It's not far from here. And I'd like to have it back. As subtly as possible, I'd like to have it back without causing a row.
Question.
Answer.
As, like,
Wait
knowing him politically, does Cal also know that he has this hidden lanterns thing?
Yeah,
Like-
so let me address that from the side of Port Umbra. So you guys are aware of the pirates of the Hidden Coast is what they call them. The Hidden Coast is this area of Boreala, and I will pull you guys over to this map for just 1 second. So if you see this grouping of islands over here, that is what the Borealans refer to as the Hidden Coast. That's an invention of your husband, not me. Because the coast behind it is obscured by land, the pirates have set up in small communities that have sometimes grown into larger communities, and they sail from within that hidden coast with almost like stealth sneak attacks on the trade routes that are going from Port Umbra down to the gap at Anselm's Crossing in Almaranth before going down to Onstria, as they make the kind of trade we call it a triangle, but it's not really a triangle, going from Boreala to Onstria to the Moanliu to back to Boreala. So yeah, you all are aware of that because they're like fucking annoying because they keep attacking your all ships constantly. But now you're seeing them at a party being thrown by Dante Valemore, who is buddy-buddy with your fam. So that's interesting.
Yeah, Calandra's gonna be like, why should we care?
Well, because think of it as an audition. I can always use able bodies and capable hands for my moves here and there, because while a lot of people may think that we focus primarily on the cutthroat side of things. We do fancy ourselves a legitimate empire. And
You attack ships. Why should we help you?
well,
Why would we want to work for you?
and interesting. No, sorry. You reminded me of an interesting thing that they would know that you and Melee would not know. So, the
Like
pirates,
if I accuse him of attacking my father's ship, does he know who my father is, or does he know me? He doesn't know
he
who I
doesn't seem
am.
to
right?
recognize you.
Okay. I will keep that to myself then.
Yeah, so one thing that you guys will know for sure that the girls definitely wouldn't, just because of the proximity being a thing, the pirates that operate under the Hidden Concord operate on a code of honor that is kind of unheard of. They only attack merchant caravans. They never harm anyone, and they often will trade the goods they've stolen back to the Borealans at a very fair price. It's kind of a weird symbiosis that they kind of exist with each other here on the coast, because the pirates are able to bring in goods that they've stolen from ships that are going elsewhere, that those goods might not be available in the coast at all, or not in good quantities. So sometimes the pirates are the only source of imports for certain goods and certain wares. So they're a problem, but they're not much of a problem. Now there are like rumors here and there of pirates that, bandits that will go rogue and will turn to bloodshed or murder or other types of crimes. They're usually taken care of internally and never seen again. So they're criminals with a code. They kind of got style. So that's kind of the vibe you guys all have from that. But as you said, so it's just a kind of a I'm guessing you're not from the coast, darling. There's a delicate ecosystem that we play an important role in. Do you all enjoy drinking wine? Some of the finer wines are only available because of our intervention in some of the more profitable trade routes. See, some of our southern neighbors, they wouldn't ever deign to export their wares to the butt end of civilization, but they would like to line the glasses of those in Centris and Nexus Harbor, even Port Umbra, but just skip over us out here on the coast, doing our best, but we intercept and provide.
You can call yourselves whatever you like. A pirate is still a pirate.
And we don't pretend to be anything other than pirates, but pirates with aspirations. And a code.
What do you call fine wine?
Well, between you and me, I don't know how much you've been out in the world, but the locals on a few of the islands to the south of us make the best wines that I've ever had. The Austrians, not too far behind. Boreal is getting there.
I'm gonna scurry off behind my bar and grab the finest bottle of wine that I have been able to collect.
Okay, give me just a second. Roll me a d10.
Still with the crossbow trained on him, Hunter speaks up and says, "Now, what exactly would we be doing here? What is the kind of dirty deal in all this work you're asking us to get our hands mucked up into?"
Hunter, can you say that one more time? Sorry, I was taking care of something.
You're good. Now, what is the exact things you're asking us to get our hands all mucked up into for your almighty conquest as you're talking about?
Well, that's the beauty of running an organization like I do. I don't really care or want to know the details. All I want is for Duclair to no longer be running things in Windermere. And I would like whoever is running things to be reporting to me regularly, as is our agreement.
What is in it for us?
Well, I would say a lot of money, but that goes without saying in my line of work. I take it by your standoffish tone and whatnot, and the sword that you almost pulled on me, if not for the weird help of the help. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'm guessing you want something, so why don't you tell me what it is, and I'll see if old Ethan can get it for you.
I want answers. 5 years ago, my creator's tower was assaulted by a number of individuals. She was defeated, tortured, and we promptly escaped. I wish to know if you were there and partially responsible. And if you are responsible for this, I request that you let my companions go free. I wish to fight you to the death.
Fair. So, you want answers and you want to fight?
Yes. I do not wish to fight, but if you were partially responsible for what occurred 5 years ago, I have no choice.
My mistake. I'll amend. You want answers, and then, dependent on those answers, a fight. I see. So, that seems like a reasonable reward. I'll say, 3,000 gold pieces to the lot of you, and some answers if you can return my lantern to me.
Finn pops out with that bottle of wine.
And roll me that d10.
I did. I rolled a 9.
A 9. You have a bottle of... Cool.
Oh my god, it's an Ovid-themed wine?
It is... What's
Nice.
It is, nope. It is... Sorry. 1 second. I have to look at my document now, because I... Good lord. You have there a... Good lord, I just had it. Where'd it go? That is a... actually, pick a color, red or white.
The deepest, darkest, richest red.
Cool. You have a bottle of Halley Hall Cellars. They're hallowed halls, which is a sect.
And I pop up with 2 wine goblets in this bottle, and I pour 2 glasses. I hand one over to him. I give it a little sip, give it a taste. Now this is the best wine I've ever had. Now, you said 3,000 and the fight to the death and whatnot. That takes care of him. What about me?
What do
I assume
you
that
want,
was the
little
going prize for
friend?
one. Well, the 3,000 does sound rather tantalizing.
Of course.
But there's a statue, a white statue in this home. I want that statue.
This isn't my home.
You seem like a person who can procure things.
Can you
get
make it
from
happen
me.
or not?
I'll make you a deal. Sweeten the pot, as it were. Duclair has on her person at all times, I'm told, a key made out of a green stone. Doesn't look like a key that you could actually put into any lock. It's too big and bulky and whatnot. But if you can get me that key, in addition to returning my lantern to me, I'll get you that statue.
Okay, fantastic. So 3,000 the statue, and then I am gonna just go ahead and tack on an extra grand for getting the key. So we'll make that 4,000 plus the statue. You have my services.
Roll me a persuasion check, Finlow.
Hunter's going to cast a message over to Tome and basically say, and is going to say, "Are we really doing this? Are we really trusting this guy?"
Can
It
someone
is
guidance
irrelevant.
me, please?
I'm actually going to offer you, Finlow, the help action because I'm going to tack on. Yeah, that sounds fair.
Fair.
I'm gonna turn.
Call it
gonna
a
turn
help
you-
action.
I'll turn to you, Hunter, and using telepathy, I'll say irrelevant. He will give me what I wish to know, and once he has done so, either I will move on to the next target, or I will kill him, and not just kill him. I will burn his entire organization to the ground.
That'll be an 18, sir.
Hell yeah. I love it.
Hunter nods, puts down the crossbow, and walks out from the shadows.
So that takes care of me and him.
And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a whole platinum piece and flicks it to Abby, who catches it with nothing but her mind and reels it in towards him. Little bet we had. Go on.
So that takes care of me and the robot, but or the construct, my friend Tome.
I am not a construct. I am a person, Finlow. Mind your tongue.
He's a person.
My apologies, my friend. My apologies. So my other friends may have some things to ask. Anyone else?
Oh. Love to hear it. I love adding on to my shopping list as well.
Any possible way
So-
you could? Any possible way we could get upgrade to my crossbow of some kind? Some kind of better way of shooting with that.
I could introduce you to a few of my friends who are quite adept at assassinations. We've shifted
I'll
a few
take that.
power structures around here. We could maybe think of something.
I will not. I don't like that, but I'll take anything to help me in my quest.
And I will have a request
you guys
for
watching
you,
Larry?
in exchange. We'll talk about that later, though.
He was pawing at my chest, trying to get at my
You're
string.
just trying to murder you. Get him, Larry.
He's like, "Quit interrupting, you asshole!" He's smacking me.
Smite. Larry cast smite.
Wow.
He says, I may have a favor to ask of you sometime, my friend, and I'd like it to be responded in kind, but then I think we can help each other out. Tit for tat, as it were.
All right.
Ladies, are you happy
Before
with the
my
terms?
friend agrees, I'm going to interrupt here.
we're not agreeing to anything without knowing what it is. You're not getting us caught over a barrel. I've been there before. What kind of favor would you want?
Must have been a small barrel for you to be caught bent over it.
Well, I mean, you don't want to know who was actually bent over it, but we'll talk about that later.
I'm sure we will.
It was your mama, and then thaumaturgy. I'm gonna have just a Maury Povich crowd go, yo!
And then we die.
It'd be worth it though. It'd be hashtag worth it on the way out. Dab.
Kinda good.
Did you just dab?
I
Jacob?
did.
I
Anywho,
love it.
He looks over to Cal and Melee. Ladies, are you happy with the terms, or do you care to spice it up at all?
I
Yeah,
have
I'd
no
appreciate
interest
it.
in being indebted to you. Sorry.
No, sorry. What'd you say at the beginning?
Oh, just said I have no interest in being indebted to you.
Oh, okay. Melee says, yeah, how about there's been some, people following us? Kind of looks pointedly at him. Know if you can take care of that?
Sweetheart, I'm done. I told you. My contract was to kill you in Umbra. We ain't there no more. I failed. I got fired. We're good.
He gives a little chuckle when he says he got fired. Says, no, that's all for me.
Well then, does that seem like an appealing deal for you all then? Anybody have any objection?
I have one final caveat. If we do this, this is a one and done. There is no tacking anything on.
No, this
may
doesn't
come
have to
back
be
to
a
you if
one
you-
and done. This could be the start of a beautiful relationship.
And for right now, let's just call it strangers passing in the night.
You can call it all you want. I'm calling it a job interview.
We are independent contractors who work for ourselves. Don't ever forget that. A. B. My friends here have real trepidation about coming to work for you.
Well, I mean,
So we've got to have them on board. Without that, you might as well consider us walking away.
if it makes it any easier for you, you'll not see me again for some time. I'm going back to Whitethorn. I have business to attend to.
We'll have a hard time trying to convince our friend. And it must be unanimous.
I think he's quite convinced.
Do you see the red burning in his eyes? I would say
I do, and I know that I have the information that he wants, so I think that he's the easiest sell of the lot, actually.
You have
What's
my
to stop
terms.
us from? What's to stop us from just tearing you down right here, right now? Getting and taking the information.
My little friend, you don't get to be the lord of a pirate conglomerate by being a pushover.
I understand. And
Let
you
me
don't
also
get
make
chosen
something
to be-
perfectly clear. If I do not like the information you give me, I will kill you. And I will not just kill
I'll
you.
help him.
I will burn down your entire industry.
I know, and
I will
I
help him.
knew that when I accepted your terms, my friend.
Very well. I have nothing else to add.
If Tome's alright with it, then I'm alright with it.
And we'll
I say we huddle up at the bar.
Go ahead, take your time, by all means. Elias, bring that over here. I need a drink. So he brings a drink over and leaves you guys a space at the bar. Sorry, I'm not trying to touch you, Adran. I'm trying to touch the E.
I'm not trying to touch you, Adrian.
Just a quick question. What'd you think of the wine?
It's okay.
You see a fire light in Finlow's eyes.
It's not like you brewed it yourself, my little friend. You don't need to be offended.
What would I expect from one such as yourself? You obviously have no taste. Turn around and I walk away.
Oh, it's not that I have no taste, my little friend. It's just that we down at the Lanterns prefer mead. It's better.
Should we unlock the door? I fear that Lord Valemore may, make his appearance known quite soon.
Well, thank you for bringing that up, my friend. He's actually making his appearance not be known as a personal favor to me, which is actually, if anyone is keeping track, and I'm sure someone is, that's one more thing that you're indebted to me for. So you all may want to vamonos before he returns.
And
We owe you a favor for ruining our plans and completely changing everything.
Let me put it to you in a
That
different
checks out.
Let me put it to you in a different way that makes a little bit more sense to a logical-minded person. I have prevented you from facing a reality of what would happen if the good Lord entered this room with the lot of you and no witnesses.
so you know.
Of course I know. I'm a pirate.
Dreamer sees all. She
I see.
witnesses all.
Well, of course, but the dreamer doesn't exactly hold up in court now, does she?
Then we must make haste before he arrives.
Let's do it, Skedaddle.
I just happen to have some wagons heading to Windermere
Smoke
from
bomb.
here.
Very well, pirate. I will play your little game.
And my little friend, you don't have to. You can bring yours if you want, but you're more than welcome to take our transportation. Looks to you, Finn, when he says that, because you do have your wagon here, technically.
Wherever I go, the lighthouse goes.
Good to know. Good to know. That's going to be interesting, seeing you get to the top of a second-floor building, I guess. But
There's floating discs, sir.
oh yeah.
You just see the wagon part lift and the horse hanging down with its little...
Poor horse.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you guys run out the front door with the just deserters and Athan Thorn remaining, as two wagons are set out front that look like they can comfortably hold 3 people each, 4 people each. So you guys are good, as well as there is Finn. The lighthouse is just over to the side where you have left it, which was over here, I believe.
I'm still packing up the bar.
Oh, are you stealing them?
Running
Stealing
behind,
from them? Hell yeah. Remind me after session as you roll me a d20 real quick.
There is one
I'm gonna
thing I would
start
like to
swiping
do.
everything that I can, whether it be mine,
I'm out.
stuff that I brought, or stuff that was given to me.
Okay,
I rolled
cool.
a natural one.
Adran, add a d20 as well. And then, Tome, what were you wanting to do?
I'm gonna go up to the horse that we rode here on, and I'm going to opt to ride that instead.
The horse we rode here on, is that the name of this episode title?
That's actually not bad. But yeah,
Am I aiming the camera right?
What's that?
Am I aiming the camera properly?
Oh yeah, I just
I
can't
rolled-
see what it is.
20.
20?
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Woot.
And I rolled a 1 for my random d20.
Hell yeah. Perfect. Tome, I'm sorry. Real quick, what were you doing?
Oh, I'm just going up to the horse that I rode here on, and I'm just gonna say, it would be a shame to leave you behind, friend. Come, adventure away. I guess I'm just horse mapping this horse.
Okay, well, if you want to, it wouldn't be too difficult to, I'll say that for free, Finlow has another hitch underneath the wagon. If you wanted to, you could rig the lighthouse to a two-horse hitch and hook that up as well.
I kind of want to ride it freely.
Okay,
I don't
fair
trust
enough.
the cars.
Fair enough. Add a horse to your extras on something on Beyond if you want to keep track of that. I don't know how to do it in here, but I can give you a token of a horse later on.
Is it a riding horse or a draft horse?
It's just a riding horse.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Real quick, while I'm thinking about it, Jake, you had mentioned whenever we were in the room, you just said something about adding something to D&D Beyond. You said I grabbed 3 pouches to add 2, and you were going to add the third one. Didn't see anything, so I just wanted to remind you of that. Just while it was at the top of my head. I'm sorry.
Write it down somewhere and ask me later because I don't have the information in front of me.
Perfect.
In the dash, not really a dash, in the hurried gathering to get out of the room, Finn will say you were you had your mage hand working overtime. You were grabbing bottles off the bar back and setting them on the counter, grabbing them off the bar back, setting them on the counter, grabbing them off the bar back, setting them on the counter. You're scrambling, trying to find a box. You find a box. You don't know that you've got enough time now that you've found the box to get everything into the bottle. And then here comes Adran with a natural 20, just raking everything off the bar right into the box. And you get the entire quantity in the box. I will give you that information afterwards, and we'll put that in your inventory.
Thank you, Adrian.
Yeah.
Welcome.
He's got longer arms than I do. He could reach the top shelf.
Stealing things, so.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, that's why my liquor always sucks. I can never reach the top shelf.
Adrian, I'll also give you for the natural 20 on that
joke. That was great.
For the natural 20 on that, Adrian, I'll also let you roll a sleight of hand.
Ooh. I need 20 go. Fuck. Ooh. So 7 plus 6, 13.
13? Heck yeah. We'll make a note of this as well. Somebody please make a note of this. Type it in campaign notes or something. You get we'll say 3 silver serving trays as well off the bar that you're able to put in your jacket pocket under your arm and walk out with Bill Wells style on a band trip. You have 3 large round silver items that can be either sold or elsewise modified onto weapons with or whatnot. So you guys make your way off onto these wagons here. One second. Okay, cool. My eyesight just got awful, and I was trying to see what time it was, and we're good. So you guys make your way into these wagons here, and they get loaded up. So just throwing this out there. So let's do real quick. I'm gonna make a new scene real quick, and we're gonna do another arts and crafts hour.
Cool.
Yay.
Also, just real quick, Rich, when I snapped to you, that was in character. That wasn't me.
You're good, brother.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. Like I did.
Oh, no, man, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure.
I have come to realize that you are, when you jump in, you are roleplay 100%.
Yeah.
And I freaking adore
I'm
it, man. That's
just making
good.
sure, bud.
It's dedication. You're good,
Yeah.
brother. You're good.
All right. Continue, DM. Sorry, I didn't mean to-
Oh no, you're good.
They
I'm
put me on
I'm
Wellbutrin, so nothing's bugging me anymore.
taking a
Right.
second to draw us out a wagon train real quick. So we'll just call it loosey goosey until I get this done, guys. So
Cool.
whatevs.
What are we staring at on Matt's screen? Because it looks.
You can come watch me draw.
I am
Nice.
face
Valid.
down on my massage table.
Nice.
Okay, that's. I was like, what in the world are we looking
Oh
at?
god. Oh god. Oh god. It's way too big. Okay, I just have to
That's
zoom.
what he said.
Well, I wanted the scale to be right, so just zoom way the fuck in until that is normal size for you guys on the token of Hunter that I put down there.
Yeah.
Delete drawings. Now that I know what big is.
Are we gonna edit this part out? You think?
100%.
Okay, good. Because I was gonna say Matt looks kind of like a. Oh God, it's so crass. The face is giving off a roast beef vagina look, and it's just I just can't get it out of my head.
That's not untrue.
I'm
Right.
sorry, Kat.
I wasn't sure what I was looking at, to be completely honest. But as soon as you said massage table, I'm like, oh, that
Yeah,
makes
we're on the other side of that thing.
Yeah, no. It just
A
with
lot
the
more
two
sense.
and the thing, it just
Yep.
It looks like you're being born.
Being born. Fully bearded.
Oh my God!
Are you
I'm
getting a
getting
massage or
heavy
you just
Ace
laying on
Ventura
it?
too.
I'm just laying on it. I own this shit. It's mine. I can lay on it if I want to.
right.
I'm getting Ace Ventura too when he's getting born from the rhinoceros.
Oh yeah.
That's what my I don't Facebook at all, but that's what my Facebook profile picture, like banner, is a Vincent Van Gogh stylized version of Ace Ventura coming out of a hippo's ass.
Right.
That is fantastic.
It's
Jacob. That is fantastic.
pretty darn great. It's really low resolution too because it's from like 2004, so it's like horrible, and it's like that ironic, funny, like intentional horrible. So, now I just need to draw horsies. Horsies are important.
Yeah. I am curious as to what color the horse that I rode here on is.
Well, it's gonna be pink.
Sweet.
Actually, is it like brown or is it like?
It's whatever you want it to be, actually, now that you've claimed it.
Cool. I'll say it's.
Okay.
I'll say it's brown with like sort of a blonde mane. With a couple of spots on the butt. I need to write that down.
Kind of like an Appaloosa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good enough. And then...
Jake, these colors,
yeah.
like we gotta find like one of your best dungeon drawings that is free done in these colors at the end and turn it into a t-shirt on just a black t-shirt.
I'm down.
Just those colors popping out. I think that would be awesome.
I like it. Okay. Oh god, I just did something terrible.
I committed a war crime.
Just trying to get it lined up.
Never a war crime the first time.
Okay.
Hey.
So, Oh god. Oh god.
Only
Jesus.
after that it becomes
It's
a
a
crime.
war no.
Right.
Did you make a suggestion?
So
No.
Tome. This is. I can move your horsey to be appropriate under you. One second.
Oh my god, I don't know why I'm so freaking tired.
Well, we're getting there. We're almost
Gosh.
done.
I got plenty of sleep last night. There's no reason.
Finn, you are definitely.
Whenever I hear
Upgrade,
people
yeah.
say
I'm
things
hungry
like
as hell.
that, whenever I hear people ask like just a generic rhetorical question, my favorite answer is from Family Guy. The answer is because you touch yourself at night.
I have
Insane.
went through a phase.
I use it for everybody, Kat.
No, I know.
Okay, so.
But it's true. I
Right,
did get enough
dinosaurs.
sleep last night, so I'm like mad.
Oh, I thought we were going in a completely different direction
Yeah,
there.
you're like, it's true. I did touch myself. I'm like, whoa! TMI Kat.
Okay, so and
And
with
her
a
face
flash,
is turning as red as her birthday crown.
with a flash, we're
Sorry,
back
yawn.
into the world. So you have the front two wagons are provided by Ethan Thorn wagons. The back wagon is the lighthouse, and then there is Tome's horsey. So you guys can put yourself wherever you would like to be riding at, as this is kind of all going in the same direction. Except for, Finn, you have to be there driving the lighthouse.
Oh, yeah.
Finn's gonna be riding the front. Finn. Hunter's gonna be riding the front bird.
You're doing it too.
Ella, you just need to call yourself Mei Lee just once.
Yeah, Hunter's gonna be riding the front bird.
Sorry if anyone is a sympathetic yawner.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
apologies to the audience there.
I am.
Cool. Perfect. So, Adran, are you gonna be in the wagon with the front wagon, which has got Hunter, or the middle wagon that has Melee and Cal, or the back wagon that has just Finlows and his shit?
Probably back with Finlow because I was helping him load it up.
Okay, cool. That makes sense. Perfect. Back there with them. Let me see what this looks like on the... Okay, people at home can see everything. Perfect. Middle of the night. Well, I'd say not middle of the night. Probably 9 o'clock at night. It's hard to tell. The moon is up. Little sliver of crescent with Aru sitting in the middle of it still. Just hanging out, watching almost. Such a creepy moon, knowing that it can just dart off at a moment's notice. And then, so yeah, you guys head off on the Evermarch Road. One moment here, and I'll pull up the map here as we are now in the Riven Coast proper. As you guys are on the Evermarch, actually heading back in towards Maraglen for a brief little moment, and right as you near the kind of farmland and farm estates that pock the outskirts of Maraglen, you all turn on a fairly well-maintained but nowhere near as well-maintained a road as the Evermarch, and begin your all's trek towards the coast. Those of you in the area that are familiar with the layout of the geography here would know that we're looking at probably a 2 to 3 day trip by wagon if all goes well along the road down to Windermere. Nobody here really has been to Windermere, though, so you don't know much about what to expect heading into a pirate town, especially a pirate town that is in rebellion. So it's hard to say. I will say, Hunter, the front wagon is being driven by an old guy that is likely blind. He has got a big floppy hat that almost looks like Tome's, except it's just round and wide brimmed. And he's just constantly just dazed and glazed and staring off with his hands on the reins, just... and then the middle wagon in the wagon train is being driven by a half-orc female with long pigtails and a completely shaved head otherwise. Very muscled, but looks like she's completely at peace behind the reins of her little horsey. The wagon's actually squatting down quite a little bit just from the weight of the two girls and the half-orc driving it. Hunter, sorry.
Late at night, right?
Yeah, pre-midnight, but yeah.
Hunter is going to signal to the rest of the Disinherited that he's going to take his trance for about 4 hours, and then he'll be up in the next 4 to take watch.
Okay. So, as you guys trot and trundle down the road, the creaking of the wagon wheels almost becoming that familiar constant again, like a companion for the road. As the stars twinkle overhead with the occasional streak of cloud passing over. It's a chilly night, but you're bundled up and you're toasty warm, and the evening's excitements have kind of got the blood pumping in you with the prospects and possibilities of what is to come as you head down the road to Windermere and the future. We're going to go ahead and end the session there, but we're not quite done. So in the evening hours, you all will be progressing to the 3rd level. So let us do I will take care of managing this on the D&D Beyond side, so go ahead and level up on D&D Beyond, but don't modify your hit points at all. They shouldn't change when you level up. But either way, they're locked in on Foundry, so I know what they are, what they should be, so whatever, will be okay. But so let's go around real quick and let's roll some hit dice.
Ooh, see, I'm a D8, right?
Yes.
D6, Daddy.
Cal, I think you're also a D. Are you a D8 or a D10?
I'm a D8.
D8. Cool. So yeah, Cal, go ahead and start us off. Roll a hit die.
Because I know Hunter's a D10. I think I'm the only one with a D6.
Could be worse. Could be a D4 like it used to be.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I rolled an 8.
Hey.
Yeah. Cal has 8. All right, Finlow, go ahead and roll me a hit die.
Plus, whatever my con is, right?
Nice.
6. I can't hear you, Finn. I'm sorry.
6 plus 2 +2 for my con will be.
Well, yeah, no, I'm
great.
just looking for the dice number right now.
Sure.
Yeah, you're good, dude. Oh, that's hell awesome, though. That's just almost. That's a B+ in my book. Mr. Hunter, want to roll me a hit die?
7 plus 2 equals 9.
7.
So 29, I think.
Hell yeah. Melee, want to roll me a hit dice?
Only a 4.
Got a 4, Mr. Tome.
Is it? Oh. Wow. That is 5 plus 4 for cons. That's a +9.
Hell yeah. And Mr. Adran.
Nice. Rolled a 3.
Adran with a 3. Strong offering. Hell yeah,
Hey guys, I have a